All right, how's everyone doing? It's been a while, of course, but I'm back and I am with Bambi today. Unfortunately, if you saw, I decided to take a little vacation on us, but I do have Bambi with me here. Hello, Bambi. How are you doing today? Seems like we still haven't recovered that yet, but still, hey guys, hi, hello everyone. How have you guys been since then? And I can see Coney Black in the chat saying, "Come to him to hear Bambi." I don't want to say anything about that, but still, why in the draft pick right now?
Okay,
I'm just
I'm
gonna
doing
focus
fine. How is
on
everybody? I hope you guys are doing good.
yeah.
Nice to meet you guys.
Mm, yeah, nice to meet them indeed. Glad to have you back, Bambi. I thought we lost you for a sec there, but still, we are seeing the draft right now, and the picks are ongoing. The bans have been done. The first bans are done already, and League is going for Young. I was expecting him to go for a Lapu, but I didn't see the draft, the lobby ban. So probably they banned the Lapu there, but then hey, he's going for Young. But so far so good. What do you think about these picks?
Sand rises when I give the word.
Seems like there's a terminal delay, but still, we are still in the draft pick here. Legged going for Yujong, Rockstar Alfie going for a Khalid room. Yeah, that's definitely a Khalid room because we already have a Yujong there. I mean, we did see him play this in the contest of champions. We did see him there. And Vilish going for the Fasa on the end. After you've seen this pick before, that's not a new pick. And of course, we are also seeing on the other side Fluffy, Holy Crystal with the Claude. And we also seen Super Saiyan going for an Alice here. Now that's something. And Big Face going for the Zetian. It's the Zetian versus a Fasa. Now, which one of those picks would you want to go for yourself, Bambi?
See value in me? You should.
Uh, all right then. Seems like we still haven't gotten out yet. And now Shin Sama has to go for something. Dice contemplating. Should he go for a Hilda? Should he go for a another hero? What is going on here? Production. It seems like they just confirmed that I'm the only one they're hearing. So it looks like Bambi's audio is not being captured here. So yeah, thank you, production. If you can look into that. And now we can see is Shin Sama here going for his Soyo. That's a pretty interesting pick, I gotta say for sure. But then RTZ, the star good laner of TAG, maybe go for a Granger here. Yeah, predicted that one. That's kind of his comfort picks in that situation. So there's a very high chance he would go for that. And Isolani, the funny thing is that in the polls, yeah, they actually put Isolani Debbie there. They actually put like they said it was Isolani's, Debbie. When it comes to Fluffy, they put his name outside there. So he's going for probably going for a Guinevere, and I want to see what he will settle for because he's kind of indecisive right now. He's going to go 2 seconds on that clock. And yes, Isolani goes for the Guinevere. I can already see Dewdrop in the comments hyping him up and saying Isolani. And I know his name is out there. I can also see, some other people trying to. Someone says Fluffy Glazers. Let's hope they are what's the glaze Illumi. Let's see how this goes, man. That's the draft. What do you guys think? I'm gonna ask you guys now. Whose draft are you inclining towards? Are you inclining towards the draft of Fluffy, or are you inclining towards the draft of TAG? Let me know. As now we get straight into game one. Don't forget it's the Mhpl and it's the tier one fixture. This is game one of 2 games. Mhpl games are 2 games. And yeah, I'm going to be engaging the comments while the game loads. Okay, I can see Minimi saying Thierry Ayanch for me. Oh my goodness. Oh, yeah, someone says Dewdrop says it's good to be back. Yeah, it is good to be back on my end. Coney says it's pronounced Hisolini. Oh, I am seeing that. That's something. Well, hey, I always say this thing, guys. Consonant names are gonna give challenges. So you guys might want to be consider me here. But then, yeah, get straight to game one rotations. I think we have Bambi back here. Hello, Bambi. Seems like we don't just yet. But now that's an early engagement out of hunting. Dice and again. Oh, Blitz Surge onto Dice. Now Dice is low. Maybe the first blood. That's Violation, but Rockstar Alfie gets it first. And now onto Big Face. Might be the next chopping block with that. Celestial Armament League! Furious time with the Petrify puts him down. And of course, TAG will get another on the tally there. Fluffy, not a great start right now. Things are not looking good in the early game. But then, well, if you gotta ask yourself the question, the early game is one thing. How much more can they manage this? But now Dice on the other side, Man's gonna be more careful right now because he has one death on his KDA. You don't want to have another, especially in the early games. Now RTZ farming that gold crab down bottom. The man is just trying to take advantage of Rockstar Alfie's presence here. But then Dice trying to zone him out. But then that's a little bit too late there. Already taking a gold crab. RTZ down bottom. There's a Purify on RTZ. There's a Purify on Violish. You can tell that they want to evade CC really well. And I'm pretty sure it's because of the Guinevere that they actually did that. Now, legged against Super Saiyan up top. That's where the Total will spawn. That's Rockstar Alfie getting a little bit aggressive on Super Saiyan up top there. But still, nothing too major here. And now Rockstar Alfie just setting up for this Total. Just waiting for that Total to spawn and waiting for Shin-sama to finish up on that creep he was farming. But then Total has started there. Isolani. Dice might be getting a bit aggressive here. That's the maximum stack of Wilderness onto Rockstar Alfie. The man is half HP. Black Dragon from already committed as well. Oh, Isolani first pass. Violence gets a double feather strike as well onto the backline. Shin-sama takes the turtle. Super Saiyan dives in into the backline a bit too late. The man tries to get away with Crimson Claymore. Rockstar Alfie chasing him down. That's the sidewalk onto Super Saiyan. And the Crimson Claymore Link will get him first. No time to escape. The man will be put down now on the bottom lane. Actually, not the bottom lane just yet. On the jungle up top, Isolani loses his buff, and that is not a good thing to see. Shin-sama takes his buff. Wow, TAG are really pushing in the advantage here. 5-0. They have the gold lead. They have the wave lead. They have one OBJ lead. That's Isolani diving in there. Of course, especially my Christian able to get away, and that's a close one. Rockstar Alfie is now low, getting chased down by Dice. Out of hunting onto him, combat ritual is in there. That's a furious dive for the Dragon Tail. And Lig trying to pressure the man, but the man is able to get away. Lig now cutting the lanes onto Dice, but that's not a good thing. That's not a good move to make. Alice and Hilda has a lot of sustain. Lig, you gotta come out of there, man. I know you want to cut the lanes, but you still have to be careful. Meanwhile, on the other side, the gold lane, RTZ just preserving his KDA here, just making sure that he farms as much as he can. He's not that quick to make an entrance there. That's Rockstar Alfie diving in as well onto Isolani. That's a flicker. Now burnt. Actually, not a flicker, but a retry from Shin-sama. Now used up. And RTZ just holding his own here. And Big Face rather, just pointing and just keeping his distance. And both teams are starting to get a bit shy when it comes to engaging each other here, because we saw how the first engagement went. Now we can see Rockstar Alfie cutting the lanes on the other side. That's a BMI defensively into the second turret, and the Evil Coiler from Shin-sama zoning Holy Crystal out of the tier 1 on the gold lane. Rockstar Alfie is going to have to be careful. It's in between two turrets. Dice comes in out of hunting with the combat ritual, the Gogosi Blast. Rockstar Alfie is in the danger race of Federal Strike to try to give him time to get away. That's the Fury of the Phoenix. 3-man stun from Big Face, and the conceal from Rockstar Alfie back up top where the Total is. The Black Dragon from comes out from Link with a Petrify, the Furious type onto 2, and the special migration. But Rockstar Alfie still takes the turn, and Isolani falls to Shin-sama up top. Linked. He loses the Dragonoid form, but then he has done justice to the objective. Meanwhile, on the other side, Shin-sama in that jungle there, trying to steal the orange buff again. You can tell that Super Saiyan, Isolani as well are not having it easy up top here. Meanwhile, Shin-sama, now TAG, they have the advantage now in terms of objective. They also have the advantage in terms of turret, because they have pushed one turret up top. They have pushed one, and actually they have pushed one down bottom rather on the gold lane. And because Isolani now engaging, that's the viral record missing out. Rockstar Alfie is somehow able to get away from there. Now Rockstar Alfie still pushing advantage. That's a Raging Sandstorm onto 3, but a Federal Airstrike follow up there. Isolani is not so lucky to get away. RTZ puts him down. They're gonna have to pull back now. They have to make sure that RTC gets what HP he lost in that engagement through the quicksand guard. But on the other side, Shintama might be looking for one. Make that eye Rockstar Alfie as he dives in. Risky plays, but TAG are coming out of it. That's a blade surge. Fear of the Phoenix turns for, and the evil Kola from Shinsama puts Big Face down, and the blazing duet will take one. Holy Crystal finds Shinsama, makes him pay. League fights Holy Crystal, trains him out as well. Isolani is low. You can't get away from Voilis. The Federal Strike finds a double. The man falls. And now onto the mid lane, the tier 1 will go down. My goodness, I don't even know what to say at this point, guys. TAG are exerting dominance. 11-1. That's the scores right now. Up top, Dice. Roster Alpha is still pressuring. This is a Khalid pressuring a Hilda, guys. This is happening like as if the Hilda doesn't exactly have any sustain whatsoever. But up top now, Legged is there. Rockstar Alpha as well. Sebastian is trying to tank as much as he can without doing what. But now Furious that defensively, and the conceal comes through from Rockstar Alpha for Legged, and they get out of there. 5 members up top of Fluffy. And on the other side, down bottom, we are seeing RTC take advantage of that and just push the lanes. Now he has taken out the tier 2 on the top lane, on the bottom lane rather, and now TAG have more turret advantage thanks to the fact that Fluffy concentrated their numbers up top. Man, this is so not looking good right now. Violish on the mid lane there, he's trying to push that second lane, but then Fluffy are still sticking together, and now TAG, they're going to make sure things are looking good for them and make sure they ride on this advantage, because this is the start of something good. Isolani getting poked by Rockstar Alpha there. That's it. Sandstorm, man. A follow-up from Violish makes him unstoppable as he picks up the kill. Meanwhile, on the other side, Shinsama, the man is on the mid lane there. Artesia as well. The man is not quick to make his name known in this game. That's a Crimson Gleam, but not willing to follow that through. Arteezy taking some risk, but Rockstar Alpha is taking that risk, then so can he. Black Dragon form already coming down from Link, diving into the back line, inside the turret, and it picks up a kill. Big Face falls, Biley takes the turret, and Link is still tanking as much as he can. In the midst of it all, the man gets a double. Arteezy gets another of his own, and 4 members of Fluffy will fall just like that. TAG exerting dominance in game 1. No room for Fluffy to breathe. It's 16-3. The gold lead is there. Almost a 10k gold lead. The tier 2 turrets are down. And the only thing left are the inhibitors for Fluffy. And then you gotta ask yourself the question, is there any way out of this? Is there any way out of this? Because Fluffy right now, they have no answer. That's a 2-man Furious dive from Lake, and the Fury of the Phoenix comes through as well. Rockstar Alpha reaches chance of committed to the front line as well. Onto the side, Solani falls. RTZ picks him up. That's a mega kill. RTZ getting a bit bold here. Just sticking himself out there now. 1 inhibitor falls. The Lord is there. But how much, Lord? How much of a Lord will they need? Because right now, all the outer turrets are gone. 1 inhibitor is gone, and only 2 turrets are left. The 2 inhibitors, one up top, one up bottom. Shinsama picks up the Lord. Lick is still trying to front line. Man, TAG are just riding on this advantage, not even letting a single slip up cost them any single thing. Now, Rockstar Alpha, of course, that's the initiation. Isolani, no room whatsoever since the beginning of the match right now. 2-7-0. That can't be good for the jungler. And Dice as well, not really doing that much, not really having that much impact right now. The Hilda might have to go for something different, but then that's an engagement there. Further second from the back as well. Rockstar Alpha fights only Krista, Isolani falls. Violence takes him down. Only Krista fights one, but RTC is unstoppable. And that's the base opened up to the Lord and 3 members of TAG to hack away at it. And had 0-2-4, but he still was the MVP. The man tried his best to stack as much damage as he can, but at the end, it just wasn't enough, guys. It just wasn't enough. But yeah, that's it for game one. Let's see how game two goes. Hopefully, they make a different performance than what we saw just now, and hopefully they keep things different here. But hey, if you ask me, I'm gonna ask you guys back. What do you think about game one? Do you think Fluffy will make a different decision this time around, or will make a different outcome this time around? Or do you think TAG is just gonna take it 2-0 tonight and we just go to bed? That's just gonna be it. Let me know your thoughts in the comment while I engage you guys. I can see someone saying that's Void Hacker actually. He's saying banning YZ in Big 26. Hmm. Well, technically, they did not ban the YZ, and we saw the YZ being banned. We saw the YZ dominating. We says this choking. Yeah, that's disciple. Yeah, it was pretty intense for them now, wasn't it? Okay, someone says enemy doesn't have lockdown CC for YZ. They had a special migration on Isolani's Guinevere, and they also had wait, what other CC did they have? They had the Doom out on the they had the Doom out on the Alice. I can see Illumi saying 2-0. Well, hey, that's a prediction, man. That's a prediction. Okay, I can also see someone saying this is why we can the YZ. That's Fortex Gamer. I don't exactly want to know what he meant there by can the YZ. Maybe he meant ban the YZ. Maybe. Yeah. But guys, ban what gives your team difficulty. Ban if YZ is the major problem for Fluffy, then I would say they ban the YZ. Really, it's everyone wants to win, and at the end of the day, that's what matters. That's what matters. The win is what matters. Whether you win or you lose, whether you ban a YZ to win or you don't ban a YZ to win, it doesn't matter, guys. It really doesn't matter. The important thing is, did you win the game? And the answer to that question is yes to TAG as they take game one. Yeah, we're gonna be starting out the game too soon. Just coordinate things in the lobby here real quick. And yeah, I think we have Bambi with us back. Hello, Bambi. How you doing? Yeah, we still having some challenges there, but then we are working on it. I will tell you guys that. Oh yeah, okay. I think we have our back now. Welcome back, Bambi. Hello, hello, hello. Mm, yeah, yes, I can hear you. I can hear you. So yeah, Bambi, we just had a very interesting game, yeah, and we saw we saw TAG just dominate Fluffy. And I want to ask your thoughts there. What do you think? Because TAG just played game one, 24. If I got that scoreline right, then now a lot of people are saying, they're gonna go 2-0 on Fluffy. What do you think? Do you think that's gonna happen, or do you think something different is gonna happen? Okay, seems like we still have. Okay, yeah. I can see some comments here. Someone Nesamira says TAG. Yeah, TAG is actually the one winning. Oh, Emmanuel is here. Hello, Emmanuel. How you doing, man? What's up, man? Yeah. TAG actually won game one, so that's where we are at right now. And game two is where we are about to get into. So yeah, I can also see Ashburn in the chat. Hello, Ashburn. How you doing? And MJ, what's up? How you doing, man? How you doing, man? You can see the mods here. Emmanuel says player one for the win. That's something, man. Okay, we are waiting, guys, for the lobbies to get complete so that we can get straight into it. Yeah, Emmanuel, how you doing, man? What's up? I can see you, man. I can see you. We're just trying to set up things over here. Just give us some time, guys. He said, "Black my goat." Ashburn, what's up, man? How you doing? Yeah, shout out to Ashburn, guys. One of the co-owners of ML Hub. Of course, everything we do here, he contributes one way or the other. Shout out to you, man. Thanks for coming to join the stream. Thanks for coming to support me here. I appreciate it, man. Sorry, guys. I'm a little bit distracted here. I'm trying to multitask considering things. I'm trying to multitask here, guys. Yeah, I stopped talking actually. Can you hear me now? Yeah, I can. Yeah, that was probably network. Were you? Yeah, were you on Airtel? Stop, please patch my audio out until game starts, I beg. Hmm. They're done with the lobby bans already. Okay, hello everyone. Hello, Chuku maybe. She can hear me now. Hello, Bambi. Welcome back. How you doing today?
Butterflies born by thy
Your
wish,
team is
guided
banned.
by lantern's light.
I hope this is going to be different now. Hi guys, how you guys doing?
Mm,
Sandy here.
I'm sure they are doing fine. And yeah, for the people asking of sound, I do hope it's a half pick where it's game two, and the African Goldens have dominated game one. Fluffy doesn't exactly have that much hope on when it comes to the people watching the stream right now. So it's something that I don't know how to interpret, but let's hope they can renew their hope in the people that actually voted for them on the poll in the announcement on let's hope they can renew their hopes, because that game one was not convincing. But Grok is banned, Hayabusa is banned on their side, and I'm pretty sure the Grok is for Rockstar Alfie. But we didn't even see him play the Grok. We didn't even see him go for that. We saw him go for a Khalid Bambi.
Yeah, the group is also for dice, don't forget too. They are both menaces on the group.
I am a daughter of Northern Vale. I swear to protect it till my last breath.
Maybe to their advantage or to their disadvantage, we don't know yet. But let's kind of think.
Yeah. It could go either ways, right? It could be to their advantage, it could be to their disadvantage. And of course, shout out to you all in the stream. I can see Apathy there, I can see Chukumebe there, I can see Mini Me, I can see Rasta Tono, I can see God Zerena, I can see Dewdrop, and of course, shout out to the mod MJ himself, and a shout out to Ashbourne. And with that being said, I'm going back to the draft now. We're seeing the Fasa locked in by Violish. It's he's Nigeria number one Valentina, right? That's one person that we saw him play the Valentina the last time I casted in their game, and he really dominated in that match. I even featured one of his clips on my TikTok, and Violish is going for a Fasa for the second time. He doesn't want to go for his Valentina, and I'm pretty sure that he may not see the need for it, probably in this situation. Maybe, they dominated in game one. Is there really any need to go for a main here? But then, hey, if the Fasa works, there's no need to change it. And we are seeing the response from Big Face. He used the Zetian the last time, and somehow he's going for a Valet. I mean, hey, the Zetian has some pretty good kits, pretty good stuff in our kit. But the Valet also has some pretty good stuff in his kit as well. He also has, the Zetian has that Celestial Armament passive, and then the Valet also has the Ashen passive for the slows and the CC stacks and all that. And then you also have the CC removal. But I'm pretty sure League is going to see through that, because he's using the Yuzhong again. They did not ban the Yuzhong.
Not bad.
Yeah. So did they walk into a bat trap, a bear trap here?
To be honest, I do not know. Maybe they want to make a difference, or they have an intention of what would I call it? Will I say countering the Yuzhong? But I was expecting them to actually ban the Yuzhong. But if they refuse to ban him, so I'm sure they might have some plans that we just don't know about. But let's just keep on.
Yeah, let's just see how it goes indeed. Oh, Isolani! That's a Gushon. Wow, we haven't seen a Gushon in a. I don't think we have ever seen a Gushon before in MHPL, have we? I doubt. Visayo is the analyst. Visayo is the one that gets to know these things. So he would actually confirm with me how many times we've seen a cushion on stream. But we don't have him here today, guys. So yeah, I'm gonna go with my own fact. I don't think we've ever seen a cushion on stream before. But now we are seeing an Atlas or a Kufra. Roxalf is kind of an indecisiveness here with our TC ditching. Oh, the Granger is banned by Fluffy. Wow, that's a good ban for them, I have to say, because the man is deadly with that. And now RTZ goes for an Esmeralda. Wow, that is good one. That is a good one to counter the Lapu Lapu. That is very thoughtful. You can tell TAG are not just playing strategic. They are also thinking of counters here. And I can see MJ confirming that there's no Gushon in stream. Yeah, thank you. Now, so Isolani is actually the person that has broken the record there, and no Gushon in T1 as well. Wow, in the entirety of T1, Isolani is the first person to pick the Gushon. that is actually good. But the important thing is how he uses it, Bambi.
Yeah, yes. You have to be careful of with the tyrant way, always with his CC and everything. He has to be really, really careful because he does not know where Kufra would come out from. Yeah, because
Mm.
he's a counter to to most assassins, to Nolan, to Ayabusa and all that. So he has to be very, very careful around Kufra.
Yeah, I mean the bouncing ball of the Kufra can counter the incandescence. It can counter it can counter Gushon pretty well, honestly. It can also counter the Soul Spike because it's a mobility skill there. I think only the Shadowblade Slaughter is the skill that is not mobility because that's just him just releasing
5
daggers.
seconds
We're now
till the
getting straight
enemy
into game
reaches
two
the
where
battlefield.
TAG are just gonna repeat history, and if you're fluffy, you don't want that to happen again. This is on stream. You're a tier one team. You want to show some level of gameplay. There is a spamming the recalls there, and I gotta give them the pause. Oh yeah, the ref has given them the pause. Okay, so looking at the draft right now, Bambi. Okay, before that, I want to ask the guys in the chat. I can see a lot of people here. I can see Noah. I can see Hennessy. I can see Kyo. I can see Azeli. Okay, what do you guys think? Whose draft are you guys inclining towards? Are you inclining towards the draft of Fluffy or are you inclining towards the draft of TAG? But now over to you, Bambi. Whose draft are you inclining towards?
Okay, to be honest, like I said before, they didn't ban Dijon. So probably they have some tricks up their sleeve we don't know about. So far so good. They picked counters against uh against Team Fluffy, with the Isolani and all. And we see Holy Crystal picking
Hmm.
Purify. So I do not know what they want to do right now. I really don't know what to do. But I'm still considering. I'm still
Mhm.
considering. So we just need
Mhm.
to look at the draft because Valer with his Renegade Flame, he does a lot of slow and he has CC removal. Maybe against Yuzong, but it depends. So let's just see what difference because this Yuzong that they refuse to ban, I do not know what they have up their sleeve. So probably they want to surprise us or something, I guess.
Yeah, probably want to surprise us or something, but the game is still paused, and I'm seeing a lot of comments here. And someone is saying TAG's draft is better. That is Solomon, by the way. And I gotta commend the guy because he's got great eye. They are actually countering Fluffy here. They've got the Esmeralda for the Lapu. They've got the Kufra for the Gushon. They've got the oh my goodness. They've got the Fasa for the Freya because the Fasa can actually escape the Freya easily. The Freya, yeah, I know what they want to say. The Freya has some mobility with the Spirit combo and the Valkyrie Descent, right? The Valkyrie Descent and the Leap of Faith. She's got some nice mobility there. But don't forget, the Fasa has the Wing by Wings. The Fasa has I think, a Flicker there. Yeah, the Flicker. So that's some, she has a lot of mobility on that. But well thought out draft. TAG, I gotta agree with that. They've got the better one draft there. Yeah, they've got a better draft there. But then I'm also seeing some other comments, and someone is saying um Fluffy lost in drafts to me. I think we've concluded that already. Yeah, the pause is 2 minutes, guys. So once it's 27 seconds, the game is supposed to resume. And if it doesn't, I will resume it myself. And then someone says, if Fluffy wins this, all this counter, I go do backflip. That's Deku. That's De. That's funny, Bambi. That is really funny.
Yeah, it really is because like we do not know what Team Fluffy are going to give us right now. We really do not know because they have a lot of counters coming to
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And yeah, last comment I will take right now. That's Solomon again. He's saying the only way for FL to win is to snowball Freya. Wow. That's a lot riding on Holy Crystal, and he's using a Purify. So let's see how that goes. And that's, of course, Dice trying to do his early game aggression that he did on the hill that did not work in the early game last game. So let's see how this goes. But this time around, he's in a chip. So shortcut, his teammates are there. So they got to be careful with how they make their plays. TAG have to be extra careful with a chip, especially when he's got his ultimate. That's a Tyrant Revenge. Actually, no, a bouncing ball on the other side, restraining Dice mobility, and they gotta be careful with this Kufra Bambi. This Kufra is no joke.
Yeah, it really is no joke to be honest, because the way he's moving, you cannot expect what he might do next.
Mm-hmm. You can't. Up top though, there's an engagement there. Holy Crystal has lost a lot of HP, and RTZ trying to shove his advantage there. Dice is low as well, saving themselves. Wakade saved. Since Sama is there, that's a blood float onto Big Face and recalls. Dice will be able to get back to base and save himself. And Dice already there. That's a shortcut. Able to follow his will that Shinsama finds Holy Crystal up top. Meanwhile, down bottom leaked. He's being pressured. It's a 3-man. Grim Fighter 8 the turret there. Land Shaker and Isolani gets him first. And Super Saiyan tanks the turret damage. First blood found on the side of TAG. And now Floppy has starting at the top of bouncing ball. Rockstar Alfie committing that already. Doctor already have HP. That's a Tyrant to revenge. That will not go through. But then it's like committing as well. That's Violet's getting pressured by Dice. Dice flickers away. Sees some against the total and they're not done. Engagement. Violet finds Dice. And oh, he's so lady. Get Alfie. That counter or not, the Gushon is still styling. He picks up 2 early game kills, Bambi.
Yeah, so far so good. I hope they do not make the same mistake they made last month. Yeah, because they were not able to like farm much and they just kept on engaging. So I guess this one might be different as this time around. Because I can't be able to like take the silence because yeah, so I think this person needs to be careful and very cautious, like he needs to position ourselves in a place where guys will not be able to come out.
Yeah, positioning will matter now a lot in this game because Dice is scouting everywhere. And that's the Tyrant's Revenge. Rockstar Alpha is still missing those Tyrant's Revenge, and I gotta ask, maybe he is slightly out of practice here, but hopefully that's not the case. That's Dice again with the engagement, but no shortcuts placed. It seems like he's not interested in any engagement onto the mid lane now. But we are seeing Isolani down bottom. He might be looking for a lead here, but unlikely. The man who will have to leave. He knows Rockstar Alpha is putting his eyes on him. Meanwhile, up top, Shinsama is there. Traceless, Mountain Shake as well. That's Dice engagement. Shots got placed and the reinforcement comes through. Super Saiyan finds Shinsama. The jungler taking down an RTZ. Next on the chopping block, Dice first spot. Finally gets the very next like RTZ puts only Crystal down. And now the Raging Sandstorm. Actually, not the Raging Sandstorm, the Brilliant Fighter there. That's Super Saiyan already committing it. Now Big Face able to zone them out with the Vengeance Flames. Isolani. The man is waiting for the right move. Sun Spike onto leg. That's the incandescence with a sudden press. Sun Spike again, but not able to find any value. That is exactly what happens when you split your target across. Man, if he had concentrated his his target on just leg, he probably would have taken someone out.
Yeah, we would have.
Sebastian, that's an engagement up top onto Artizi. The man is really struggling here. Esmeralda doesn't have enough build, but meanwhile, down bottom on that turtle is where our attention should be. Dice already trying to make sure that he gives them good positioning and good vision like a Roma should. But meanwhile, the turtle being dragged to the other side. And you can tell that TAG don't want to lose this turtle. They want to take some for themselves. That's Dice again with a flicker there and the shortcut. Now plays for system and somehow steals the turtle. And the looks like again from Violet Dice falls. Link finds him there. And the backline descends onto the backline. Only Crystal will give Link the double. And Big Face running for his life, wings by wings with the energy impact and the course of Crow of Big Face is able to get away from that, and now RTZ falling star mode defensively. The fight is over and you have to get back to your lanes because that's what matters. But then Isolani might not understand that. The man might not understand that. He might be looking for one here. Then RTZ on up top. Rockstar Alfie as well. The man is looking for a chance. Tyrant's Revenge is still missing. And man, this is not looking good right now for Rockstar Alfie. Those sets on the Kufra are starting to look challenging for him to execute. But then that's Dice again. still trying to make it difficult for him. Like Isolani looking for his next target with that sword spike up top is where it's at. They're trying to look for an engagement. They're trying to push that turret there, but Dice is not willing to let them. Spell curse already committed from Roxa Alfie. That's the Tyrant's revenge. Trying to go for a Tyrant's rage here, but he still misses it. But the tier 1 has been taken down, and Shinsama only needed that floor to take out one turret, and another turret is taken down bottom. Licked will find one. Now Licked, the man has to get back. Dice is already there. RTZ onto the mid lane. The man is just making sure the waves are aligned. If you can't get any kills, you can at least be managed. That's Rockstar Alpha. That's spread miss again. That's a fully Star Moon into the fray, but RTZ just wants easy to scare them away. And nothing really serious here. But then Holy Crystal. I mean, the rotations here, things are starting to look good for TAG. They might not be getting as much kills as they normally would, but they still are still making sure those waves management are in place, Bambi.
Yes, wave management is really like the most important thing because even
Red team hero
That was a takeout, and Isolani will fall, but meanwhile, Dice is not done. Shotcut now placed and into the first turret of the mid lane. Only Crystal finally shuts him down, and now the platform from Lake. Only Crystal, it's in a 1v3, trying to get away, but the Spirit's gone for. He's trying as he can, but he will have to fall. And now Isolani, Dice is down. Man, I gotta ask, these guys are not done. Vengeance Flames remove the CC. And Big Face flickers in, trying to take out Rockstar Alfie as he does. Now Rockstar Alfie, man has fallen. And on the other side, we are seeing RTZ. It's a 1v4, and the Soul Spike with the Shadow Blade Slaughter takes him out. Now Shinsama trying to take out Big Face, shuts him down. That's a total almost half HP now. Holy Crystal back already set again, trying to go for Shinsama. Holy Crystal! The Freya is the major problem right now for TAT. And they have no answer whatsoever. Isolani gets the total. And who knew that the Freya would be the problem?
yeah, you have to just wait to see her be honest. Once she goes without war axe and a golden staff, she's unstoppable at some point. So I had to like at some point question the purify. I was thinking I think Crystal knows what he wants and he knows what he's playing at. So I hope that Team Time should really be wary and be careful of
I do hope as well. That's Lake. That's a Fury Dive with the Petrifier. Solani getting caught in the fray. That's a Traceless. Oh, no way. No way out of that. Isolani falls. Yeah.
What was it?
Honestly, I don't know, but a shortcut now up top is where we should be, and Dice will fall. Benedict's like from Violis, and down bottom, actually up top, Holy Crystal back already sent, but that's a defensive leap for faith, and Holy Crystal is trying to get away, but you cannot get away. He does not commit that purify. He had that purify. He did not commit it, and perhaps waiting for a better and a bigger fight. But hopefully this is not the end of the game because they are starting to push the mid lane through. And now the second tier on the mid lane. That's the real fight that jumps into the fray as well. But the CC is making it hard for Super Saiyan to do anything. Forced to flicker out and abandon that engagement. And Big Face and Isolani will come to support.
Holy Crystal. I think he was, waiting for Super Science to like come and engage, and both of them would have just done, would have just fought this. So, yeah, so I think maybe Super Science came a little bit or a bit late, so that was why
Honestly, I just want to see what Fluffy response is. I mean, we are seeing a better game here than we saw in game one, right? And that's one thing I am actually happy about. we are not seeing what we saw in game one. We did not see the total dominance. TAG at some point, kind of, at some point we saw some engages that weren't really exactly going the way Rockstar Alfie wanted it to go. That's nice now. Coming in with the shotgun as well with the flicker. That's an engagement. A 3-man knock up with the Tyrant's revenge and the Tyrant's rage as well. Bouncing forward to restrain the mobility. Rockstar Alfie finally getting those seconds with a loud shaker, stone smoke, and the British fighter as well from Super Saiyan. And the Fluffy zone TAG away from the Lord for the fullest time with Martizi. Zones them out again. Martizi says no. Celebrate shut up. He's so lady. Puts Martizi down and takes him away. Now books the Alfie next on the topping block. That's a double for Big Face. As Fluffy will try to make their mark in game 2. Taking the Lord and taking 4 members. Big comeback from Fluffy is here.
Team turret has been destroyed.
I think they are already taking up their initial problem. So I think they reached the when they took her out, the game was easier for them. And they were able to like take the Lord and dominate at that point. So I kudos to that.
Honestly, they really tried there. I gotta commend Fluffy. They are pushing with everything right now. They are trying to make sure this works. Now RTZ up top, RTZ. That's not a good position to be in. Big Face is there, trying to stun him up. Ashen, that's 2 stacks, make almost 3. Super Saiyan sure to be what he prioritizes first. RTZ falling Star Moon defensively to get away. Now Shinsama is there. They're trying to prevent this Lord from getting to their base because that is the wise move to make. TAG know what this enhanced Lord can do to their base. Meanwhile, Isolani, the man is looking for his target there. The man is looking for someone that's Dice now. Dice in, that's a turret veteran. The Tyrant's right onto the wall. Dice! Dangerous position, but the man is able to get away now. Super Saiyan is the back. Oh! Super Saiyan! Land shaker, flicker, but the man will pay. Shinsama shuts him down up top. That's a black dragon from committed. The petrifying link will find another Big Face ball. Shot got committed. Only Crystal finds RTZ. Only Crystal. It's a turret finds double kill. And now trying to go for a triple. It's a 2v2. Shadow Blade up with the sun spike as well. Isolani will have to signal Only Crystal to get away. Leap of faith defensively. Isolani finds Shinsama. That's 4 for 3. And Fluffy once again gets another profitable trade, Bambi.
Oh yes. To be honest, I did not expect when I saw Isolani on Goshen. I did not know what to expect because they had their counters right there and right there, and she dominated unexpectedly. It's kudos to them for real. It's not what we expected, but let them keep it up, I guess.
Yeah, that's a great line to make, Bambi. Let's just keep it up because they really need to keep this up. I can see some comments here. Somebody's saying, before Letuzawa and Incon, there was Isolani. Yeah, I do not know about that, but then I do know about this team fight ongoing, and that's the shot call already placed down. And Fluffy not taking that cue and just withdrawing from what was about to go down there. I think they're going to prioritize this Lord right now. And 15 seconds until he spawns, Bambi.
So prioritizing the most should be the team's first priority. Yes, because you don't engage and probably everybody dies. So I think the team should just prioritize the lords for now, and they'll see. They need to like see what's going to happen.
Now Isolani, dangerous position that Shadow Blade Sota now onto League. That's half his HP. The damage on Isolani right now, it's a lot. But then Dice. That's a dangerous position there. Dice, that's half HP. Dice! Rockstar Alfie fights him, and that's another foul. Only Crystal just cuts to his death. And now Big Face getting pressured by RTZ. That's a Sierra Torres pushing back with Saiyan. They try to find Shinsama down bottom, and Big Face flickers out. Sierra Torres again pushes RTZ away. And Super Saiyan, the mist of 4 will fall. And Big Face is the last man standing. Jesus, just like that.
But
Yeah.
at that moment. So I think that's the reason why
I just hope that they actually aren't selling this game, right? Because I just hope they are not selling this game right now, because this is going so well for Fluffy right now. If they are not patient, especially if Dice is not really intentional and is not strategic with how he puts the short cut, a wipe out, and that's gonna end game for sure. Because now looking at this Lord approaching against them now, Big Face already starting out at this Lord. Actually not Big Face. The man is just there and just at the back, just keeping his distance. Meanwhile, they are trying to melt down this Lord, preventing the Lord from getting any close to any of their inhibitors. And now the Lord is almost melted down, and yep, the Lord is down. As Isolani will put him down, and the minion waves are still what they have to deal with. But somehow Dice into the back line. It's a 1v5. Dice shortcut, not placed. The man is trying to get away, and the falling star on Artisa tries to catch up. That's Dice again, still trying to escape. And Big Face on the other side, exposing himself to Lake, but he's already trying to push it back, and that's the bouncing ball to avoid an escape as Dice will fall. Now Mountain Shaker, Big Face might be next, so the chopping block is forced to use the Vengeance Flames, and Big Face will fall to Shin Sama at a double kick, but the man Isolani forced to use the incandescence to get away. That's a Tyrant's Revenge, and bouncing ball just used, and now they pull back. You can tell that Fluffy has had enough of that, with the waves now crashing into their minions, into their turret. Actually, that's the Freya jumping in Holy Crystal. He didn't use the Purify again. He falls. That's the wise move. Supercia now forcing out that flicker to get away. And TAG are just cascading with the minions and just making sure they take out what's left of Fluffy, as the base will be what they apply their attention and they focus their attention rather on. But no minions. The minions are not enough. The minions are not there. They have to make sure it is a Lord. They have to make sure it's a Lord, Bambi.
Yeah, Dice is always I got to comment for this guy. Dice is like putting himself in a very
Risky.
you know, he's not
Yep.
he's not this is not what you really need now. You need to be strategic. So like putting yourself in a very uncompromising position um would really, give what's the word again? Would really, give
Yeah.
your team consequences. Yeah, you give your team
Mm-hmm.
consequences. Yeah, so I think Holy Crystal and guys should really be patient. Okay, there's a engagement going on. Okay.
Yeah, Holy Crystal on Dice should definitely be patient. I did say the last time that impatience, especially with Dice, with that shortcut, can potentially lead to a wipeout for his team, and then TAG will just end the game. But now look at they're being zoned out of this Lord. Lord say they have HP, and yeah, it's a free Lord for TAG, Bambi.
To be honest, I don't know. Really,
Yeah,
I don't know. To be
honestly,
honest.
there's not even much to say, because how did we get to this point? We saw
Because it
Fluffy.
felt like dominating, at some point, it felt like they were dominating, and the next thing, the
Yeah,
table turned, and it's all in reverse.
yeah. It's now we saw them dominating, and now it's as if everything just flipped up. And 24-17, our TAG now has the kill lead, and then on the other side they have the gold lead as well. Now that's another engagement there from Rockstar Alfie, but a follow up on the other side. Bouncing balls, territory pushing him out. It flickers out, takes a lot of turret damage though. The man is now low, and now the mid turret is gone. That was a worthy sacrifice. Dice comes from the back. And now the Lord is approaching, crashing into the base. Super Saiyan is there, trying to melt it down. There's Black Dragon from committed as well. Holy Crystal dives in with the back already said. They're trying to melt down the base on the other side. They are trying to make sure they keep them away from the base. But the base is being attacked. Shuts him down, Super Saiyan. Holy Crystal will fall. The base is half HP. What can Fluffy do? Artis is trying his best, but they do not have a marksman, and that is beginning to cost TA. The minion waves are crashing away, and now the defender is like, oh! At the end of the day, Violish, he fights one. Super Saiyan, you have to focus on clearing the minion waves. Super Saiyan, the last man standing. Super Saiyan, you are the last man standing. The fight Artis, the land shaker, stone stage as a double for Super Saiyan. The man is trying to go for a triple here for the base. The base is already taken, and TAG claims their place
Victory!
2-0 against Fluffy. Man, that was intense, Bambi.
Yeah, that's that was intense. Counter will always be counter.
Yeah,
Counter will always be counters, no matter how you put it. To be honest, no matter how you put it, counters will always be counters. Yeah,
yep.
that was really, I don't know what to put it, but he was putting his team in a very uncompromising position whereby they were not able to engage properly. I think he was looking for a particular person that was, causing the whole backline damage, and he could not get so he could
Mm,
not get towards her because she was heavily guarded and everything. So they really did well. I need to commend Team Fluffy for doing so much. They did so well. Even Isolani, I did not even expect him to do as much because of Rockstar Alfie, but he really did play. And I saw that they were able to do their best. To be honest, yeah, because I saw they were dominating at some point, and somehow the tables were just turned into reverse, and they just I don't know what happened. Like maybe they're not patient enough or something like that. But they really did their best and they really tried. So kudos to Team Fluffy for doing an amazing job despite the counters they had, and kudos to Team Tag for giving us such wonderful games.
yep. Kudos to them indeed. And yeah, kudos to you guys as well for staying until the end and watching the stream and supporting us here. For those who like the stream, thank you so much. And for those who haven't, you should like the stream. It helps us push what we do here out there. Shout out to ML Hub for organizing the Mhpl. Shout out to Stark for handling the streams in the back end. And shout out to MJ for modding the chat. Shout out to Bambi for coming to cast with me here today. Shout out to myself, Black Matter, for casting today's team fight games. And shout out to you guys for watching those games. That's the Mhpl for today, guys. That is African Goldens versus Fluffy, ending in a 2-0 in favor of African Goldens. And until next time, guys, be great and good luck in your rank matches. Cheers, guys.